Alright guys, I can't stand very long, but this is my autograph wall, my Ken's belt stand, Ken's wall. My figurines, my Buddha, my semi actually fell and broke. His head's glued back on, and the hand's glued back on. Here is my samurai sword. Got to hang it up. Got it leaning on the couch here. I know this is as bright as I can make this room, sadly. This is my pride wall. All my military certificates will be in the Master at Arms first class, bosun mate third class, cook second class. My gosh, I did it all. And then my Sea Cadet lieutenant. Wow. I'm gonna be going back to the storage closet. See how real light it is in here compared to that room. You see, I've just got a bunch of stuff stored in here. The Halloween stuff up there. My Christmas stuff over here. My clear movie boxes. Those are mostly old VHS, pre-recorded VHS stuff that we have for a family. Wow. I'm standing carefully. Okay. My white wax staff, man. This is my weapons. You kind of see the stabs hanging against the sleeping bag and coats. My white wax bow staff. Oh yeah. Ooh, okay. My steel staff. Yep, literally it's steel. Wow. That's a heavy one to try to use too. I got my short staff here, my bamboo one. Rattonwood. It's rattonwood. They call it rattonwood. Ooh. My spear is falling. Uh-oh. Okay, here's my heavy wood staff. This is oak. The traditional tapered one. See, it's tapered, and that's hard to see as I try to film in this storage closet. I'll edit that part out. Here is my yari, my spear. And you love the way that tapers. My oar, my iku. The wooden ore. I'll try to step over this with my bad balance and everything fell. And my last thing is my wooden sword, my bokken. Those are some of the Kobudo weapons that I have in my storage closet. I'm gonna pick this up and let's make a video. Tymon for my new Kicking It with the Kerofsky's channel. Hey, my friends, my followers, my peeps. Yeah, after that replica box I was trying to show you in the back storage closet. This is life, right? This is Master Kerofsky, and today's video, Kenki and the white crane. Okay. Just tell you, for the complete report, yes, I've actually had complaints on my channel of my little bit of mumbling and stammer. But there's going to be those cyber bullies out there. Okay. But anyway, for my complete report, I'll send a link on the video as well at the bottom of this video. I'm going to read it from my writings again. History of the White Crane of ancient Okinawa and of Kenki. History of martial arts. Soke. I put Soke in here. Like I said, I'm a Soke, I'm a master, and I'm a Sifu. Master Tymon Kerofsky, M.A. Master in Arts degree. Showed you that in my other video where I showed you a few of my certificates. And there's some more of them at the beginning of this video. I'm a Knight Dan and Shunji with Campo. I wrote this report on 27 April 2023. Kenki, 1886 to 1940. This is the founder of modern white crane Kung Fu. He migrated from his home in the Fujian province of China to Okinawa to import chai, which is tea. He made a young Okinawan girl. According to my research, she could have been as young as 14, between 14 and 16. Wow. That is definitely taboo today. He's the foretold creator of the white crane system of the white crane. However, this does not add up to the timeline of the foundation of Te. Te means hand. Te means hand. Hand of this, see? Alright. This hand is taken from the ancient form of Okinawa wrestling called Tegumi. Tegumi is derived from the wrestling of ancient Greek and Rome. Of course, it was used in the combat of old. Okay, here's some history now. Here's the history of the timeline of how Okinawan karate was formed. In 1609, I found close to the exact date as I could find. Kensuku, a Chinese fisherman, drifted off the coast of the Ryukyu Islands of Okinawa and then taught the fighting techniques of Tei, hand, to the Okinawan farmers of old. Okay? So they use these techniques to defend themselves against pretty much robbers and cutthroats, especially the cutthroats that were coming off the coast, because Okinawa is an island. So, you know, there's a lot of people that came off the coast. This system became known as karate under Kenki Kode Sakugawa, 1733 to 1815. See, so even the system didn't even really have a name until the late 1700s, mid 1700s. Sakugawa is the founder of Okinawan Tei. Kensuku, calculated 528 to 1623, brought the ancient fighting techniques of the 5 animals of the tiger, Paga, leopard, Ho, crane, curd, snake, Hebrew, and iguana, also known as the dragon, Doragon, or Oni. How could Rokiku have brought the techniques of the crane to Okinawa when he did not migrate there until 1912? That's right, 1912. The year the Titanic sank. Think about it. See, so, you know, Okinawan martial arts have been around since 1600s. But then he didn't migrate there until 1912, so there's no way that he was the creator of the actual ancient crane, which is already there in Okinawa before he got there. What I feel, is what I wrote in my report, that he influenced the modernization of Okinawan karate. With his modern crane techniques, he modernized and help simplify Okinawan karate. That's what I feel. And this modern form of karate, of course, was brought to Japan by the invite of Gishin Funakoshi. So the Japanese Ministry of Education invited Gishin Funakoshi, 1868 to 1957. What a great man. He's the father of modern karate. I talk about Gishin Funakoshi in some other reports. How he took from Kino's belt making structure in 1950 and created a belt making structure for karate. Because before that, there wasn't really a making structure. And he simplified the old katas of Okinawa and created the basic steps called Taikyoku in 1922. So Gishin Funakoshi was, you know, the father of karate. You know, and then without him, we wouldn't have karate in the United States, because one of his students taught Robert Chias 1923 to 1989. Okay, that's when Robert T.S. was alive. So Robert T.S. and during World War II, and then he brought karate here to the United States. So, you know, that's a long, long lineage, you know. Okay? And of course, Gishin Funakoshi style was known as Shotokan. Shoto, which was his pen name, Kan meaning hall, the hall of Shito. Before I get onto the subject of how Ki, right pain influenced the martial arts, I will break down the three kingdoms of Okinawa and of the ancient fighting techniques before and after karate and how they evolved, okay? The three kingdoms of Okinawa were known as the Mountain Kingdoms, or the Three Mountains. San. They were the Northern Mountain, Haku Zan, Central Mountains, Chu Zan, and the Southern Mountains, Nan Zan. During the Ming Dynasty of China and the Hanwha Empire of Okinawa, the Chinese sent 36 families to manage the oceanic dealings in 1392. In 1429, the three mountain kingdoms were unified into the Ryukyu Islands with three castle cities. The three castle cities were Shuri, Tamara, and Naha. Then the three sections of ancient Okinawan wrestling were formed, known as Tagumi. Tagumi Shuri, Tagumi Tamara, Tagumi Naha. However, in 1477, the three practices were banned by the new king, King Shoshan. It was not until King Shota, 1583-1670, the longest reigning Okinawan king, came into power in 1609. During the invasion from the Satsuma sect of Japan, in the time that Kenki drifted off the coast. Now, coincidence, I guess, you know, because, you know, remember, why was karate really formed? Because of the Japanese aggressors, you know, trying to take over Okinawa. You know, remember, Okinawa was its own country until after World War II. After World War II, it became part of Japan. But before that, Okinawa was its own country. And they were fighting the Japanese aggressors that entire time. What was I saying? Okay, Kenki drifted off the coast when then the new form of Kei was taught and used in combat. As legend tells, during that time, steel weapons were banned. So during that time, steel weapons were banned. Okay? And farming implements were modified and used as combative weapons. Weapons such as the bow staff, which I showed you, it fell over, everything fell in my closet. You guys are going to enjoy this video, man. The handle of the grinding stone, the tampa. Here we go. It is the tampa, baby. The tampa. You can swing out. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand holding my book, but you can see the tampa. Tool used to crack wheat. Ooh, I'm gonna reach over and grab the tool used to crack wheat. The noon chaku. The preferred weapon also of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was good. He did the double nunchaku. Oh man, Enter the Dragon, best Bruce Lee film ever made. I got the one with the rope on it, with the string. That's the original nunchaku. Chain one came out later. I got a silver chain one also stored in this chest I'm sitting on. I pulled all these out of the chest before the video. And the wooden sword, the Bokan, I already showed you that. And that was the beginning of Kobudo. Now I have some wooden / steel weapons I want to show you too. Because this is a tournament one, this is a non-shuffle one, there's a hose in it. So it does that wind effect and sounds fancier at the tournaments. It's like a sickle. It's an Okinawan sickle, basically. This is known as the Kama, K-A-M-A. And this is my favorite weapon. And when I start moving around better, you can see I'm not moving around like this. Oh my God, my balance, my head is really spinning today. But I'm going to get this video made for you guys. Here's the scythe. I hold it with the thumb method. My hand kind of flat like this, angled, just enough to control the scythe. And this is my favorite weapon. This is the one that I'm still working on completely mastering. Because I decided, I'm going to take one weapon and master it. There we go. Then again, the hooking spear, the eye, which I showed you, and then the Okinawan fighting or the Iku. Then the Takumi arts became the Te arts. First Tode Te, whom the founder of whom Kenki Tode Sakigara took his name from, Tode Sagawa, 1548 to 1627. Tode Sagawa was the first Tode. That's a little trivia. The Shirite but Tymon 2, 1605. Then Tamara Te but the Kasuku Matsumura, 1829, 1898. Then Nahate the Kanu Hagana, 1853 to 1915. And later Goju was formed by Shojin Miyagi. Yes, the real Miyagi, not the Karate Kid Miyagi. The real Miyagi lived from 1888 to 1953, so he wasn't even around in the 80s. I think they didn't want to use him because they wanted to make the Karate Kid more modern. Otherwise, they would have had to make it old, you know. Okay. And then Te Han was changed to the school Wu. Okay, so Te meaning Te Han, of course, and Wu or Ryu means school or style or system. All styles of karate were formed from these 5 styles. Don't let anybody tell you different, because all styles of karate were formed from one of these 5 styles. These are the 5 original styles of karate. Entire Kobudo were used to defend Okinawa against Japanese aggressors all the way up until World War II, which I already mentioned. Okay, now back to the 1900s. When modern karate was formed, and Kenki and his right hand style Kung Fu. Kenki taught the Chinese right hand in the back of his tea shop. It was called the Chinese right hand before it became known as Okinawan right hand. He taught it to a few school children so that he could carry on his teachings. He became close friends with Kanbun Yuichi, 1877-1948, whom in 1925 created the style of Panga Noon Yuichi Wu, which means hard and soft Yuichi Wu. Later, the Wuku Kabu, the tiger crane style of Yuichi Wu, was formed. Think about it. And later, Chujin Miyagi took from this in his creation of Goju Wu. Goju, hard. So go, hard, Ju, soft, Wu, school. Hard, soft, school. This spread onto other styles with modern great masters such as Shimpo, Mats, Shia, 1922 to 1997. Shimpo Matoshi. Sorry. Got tongue tied on that one. He's the founder of the Kangaroo Kobudo. And he on Soken, 1889 to 1982. Founder of Matsumara Sito Shoin Wu. See? I mentioned Shirite. Shirite became Shiriwu. Now you have Shoin-Wu in the mix. From the year 1976. 1976. And that was the year that I started karate. And karate started becoming under that Matsumara influence. Now, isn't that not that fascinating? All right. So, the white crane, modern white crane. And then let's just go from Okinawa. But from there, it spread to all over. Influenced the Korean martial arts. It even influenced the ancient Huendo, the way of flying a man. You watch my entire martial arts history videos, 1 and 2. They're both an hour long, though, but they're pretty long. But it influenced the arts of Sabat, all the ancient fighting styles. I'm getting a mind block here. And that happens to me. Forgive me on that one. But all the martial arts, the French fighting techniques to the martial arts of the Middle East, to all the martial arts. Matter of fact, let me look some other things up here real quick. The yellow belt thing, I got the history here, right? And I'm not gonna read this whole history thing again because like I said, I've really broke down the history in a lot of detail in my other videos. Maybe I should do a short history video of, the general martial arts styles. Let me know if you want me to do that. All right. Wing Chun, okay? The Chinese Wing Chun. So that was influenced by the white man. Hissing Yi. The Hissing Yi, the shape mind way. It's like a spiritual martial arts. It's but it's inner strength. Okay. Because I had a mind block, I had to look up some things. I'm not sure if it didn't really influence. I don't think it influenced on these. Speaking of that, here's my sticks. Here's my on these sticks. I did a little on these when I was in the Philippines. And I don't really think it influenced Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but I'm going to tell you some stuff I know it did influence. Okay, the Indonesian, the Middle Eastern martial arts, the stuff in Indonesia. Pit, Jack, Salat, Sirik, and Kali. I believe I'm put it, and I know it influenced that because that got a little softer. What the white crane style did is instead of influences of other martial artists, make it more softer, more flowing, not as rigid. Even though the karate, even at the Ed Parker International, the first international, was somewhat rigid. The white queen did start to loosen up the martial arts in my view, and I believe it influenced all these styles. I believe it even influenced Krav Maga, the martial art of Israel. Well, that's I'm not starting to lose my voice now. But that's my video. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Comment, like, and subscribe. And maybe I'll do a short general history video instead of those 2 1-hour long ones that can be really long to watch because I really break down the history in detail. I can do a short history a video. Maybe that's what I'll do. Plus, I'm going to do my full workout one. But that one probably won't be anytime soon. I'll be looking out for my children's time ones. The next video on that one's going to be Tangled, and be looking out for on my cooking one on Mother's Day. I'm going to be making a big Mother's Day meal. My braised chops, my lyonnaise potatoes, cream peas. Oh man, I'm actually going to make a video of me cooking on Mother's Day. That's going to be a really busy day for me. And that's going to be, of course, on my cooking in my PJ channel. Be looking out for those, and see you.